Nice. All right, friends, we back in the surge room. Not as cool as my last spot, but I think the internet kept dropping out on me over there. So, anyways, we're gonna try to do it right here. See if this is gonna work. We're playing Roblox. Roblox is a game that I heard some of you guys play. This premium option, but it don't matter because I like this dude. But I won't. I'm surely it won't last. But I am interested to see though. The game looks a little laggy. It might just be my computer like struggling to like keep up with it. Can't keep up. Can't keep up. It's too much. It's too much. But we can play anyways. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, I wanted to play some video games today. Maybe have some of you guys watch. And what we watching is this. Watch me play, and it's an Among Us kind of trial course, obstacle course type thing. So I'm running through this. I have this character thing on until I die, which was right then. So now he's gone because you got to pay money for that. So I'm back at level 3. No big deal. I'm this guy. Part of me wants to run back, but it's a sure thing that I'm not gonna make it. What are you gonna do? Anyways, let's talk about the weekend teaching this last week. We're gonna talk about last weekend's teaching because last week we decided not to do Surge Online anymore. Mostly because we have started an in-person service again, and realistically, we'd love to see you guys there. I was gonna say I realized you can just run through these and not jump, and then right while I was saying it, I died. So. Apparently got to jump. But we decided not to do it. But there's been some complaints like, hey, we missed that. We're not ready to come back to in-person. So where is Surge videos going to be? Where can we get our Surge teaching? So figured this would be kind of a cool, easy way for us to do that. It's not as grand as our last videos, but it is a cool way for us to connect. Figure you guys, you might watch this instead of just watching me talk, you know? Like, it can be boring to just watch me talk. I get it. That's understandable. But maybe you would be a little bit more enjoying me running through this and then watching me talk at the same time. So, let's see it. Anyways, what we've been talking about is how God is always present. And we want to understand, like, what is his intention? What does he desire for us in light of him being a God who is always present? And so I remember this cool story from my life. Now, a lot of you guys know I lived down in Chile when I got out of high school. Jesse, my guy, what's up, dude? Jesse, let me know how the video. You're my first one, so you're live right now. So let me know how it's coming in. I think that my gameplay is a little laggy, and there just might not be anything that I can do about it. But let me know. Jesse, good to see you, dude. Stoked you're here. Jesse, do you play Roblox? Is Roblox a game that you play? If you do, what are the better games of it? Because I've just been playing this one. And like an architect one. Oh, it's good? Oh, nice. Sweet. Ugh! Barely made that. Yay! Yay! This one's tough. Yay! Anyways, as I was saying, I lived, Jesse, you're my main listener, but people might listen to this later, so. Lived in Chile, and down there, oh, you used to play it? You moved on, got bored? Understandable. It's understandable. Games, sometimes you need to change the scenery. You should hop back on. You should come play right now with me as you watch this, and we can run this obstacle course together. We could be friends. We could be friends in this virtual world. When I lived down in Chile, though, I was working with a missions organization. God, like, grabbed a hold of my life. Grew up in the church, right? But then I, like, really had this encounter with the reality of what, like, I believe in God, and, like, my relationship with him just began to flourish. No! I stopped. I slowed down. Anyways, we did this. It was our goal and our intention and kind of make God known under the city where we were living. This little town, surf town called Peachy Lamu. And red, blue, green, nice. While we were living down there, we would do this thing the day before Halloween, or like the day of Halloween, where it's called the March for Jesus, Marcha de Jesus, and that means March for Jesus. And what we do is we'd walk through the town, and we would just march for Jesus. Like we had flags from the nations because there was a lot of different countries of people who like worked at this missions organization, and we'd walk and we'd just like tell people about God, and like I don't know, it was just a cool way where like we made different signs that said Jesus loves you and like different things like that, and it was pretty cool. But here's the thing: one year we were doing it. Ugh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. You go so fast. Oh! Maybe I need to not run. I can't turn that quickly. Easy. Yeah, that's what it is. I was speed running through it, and that's not. You can't, oh! That's not a good thing. Okay, whatever. Anyways, we're living down in Chile, and where I'm at with my story is that I got sick on the day for the March for Jesus. Now you have to understand, we're about 200 people who would go like onto this march, and it was like this big thing. It was a really cool thing, and like personally, like in like how I felt like it was important to God. I thought it was important in my relationship with God. It was something that I wanted to do to honor Him, and I felt like that's where I needed to be in order to honor and like be with God. And so I got sick. I didn't know what was going to happen there. Apparently, I can only touch the circular box. Oh, you forgot your password, Jesse? No bueno, dude. You got to gotta jump. 2 years ago. I'm just getting on this Roblox train. What am I doing? Oh, gosh. Anyways, I got sick and made the decision that I couldn't go. Now, I prompted in our search in person, we started this question. We asked, like, what was the time that you ever felt alone? Because all my friends went on this March for Jesus, but I had to stay back at my house. And I felt really alone in that moment. But the thing was that I started reading this book, and the book was called Practicing the Presence of God. And while I began reading the book, what I learned, what the book was talking about, was it was talking about how God is always present. And we can like begin to acknowledge it and actually kind of practice His presence, where like we recognize that reality, and then we live differently because we know that He's there. Like we begin to talk with Him, we begin to worship Him, we begin to see where we are, that He is present wherever we are because He is present everywhere. In my mind, I thought that God was only present in my mind, the March for Jesus, like that's where the place was to honor God, was being there. And so not being able to go to that, I was bummed out. I was like, I don't get to go on this thing. I don't get to be a part of it. And so I felt disconnected. I felt far away from God. Not only did I feel alone, I felt like I wasn't getting to do this thing that was like really cool and honoring towards God. But I began reading this book. And in this book, I began to realize like God's presence is like, He is accessible wherever I am. That things start getting more tricky and tricky. That wherever I am, God can be as well. And so I began just practicing the presence of God. Began practicing this reality that God is there, like with me. And it was, I felt closer to God than I would have just being on that mark, because I felt like He was such more of a personal God that I had access to. And so I began to realize, like, God is with me, and I can actually choose to practice His presence. And so that's really cool. So that changed my life forever in terms of how I began to see, like, God's presence. It's not just at church. It's not just, like, at summer camp. It's not just, in these hyper-spiritualized moments that we go through in our lives. But instead, God can be wherever we are, that we can access Him. And so
that's a really cool thing. Now, the teaching that I wanted to bring to you guys was this reality of like, why? What does God want? What is his intention? What does he desire? And why is this level taking me so long to beat? Yeah, just need to focus. Last one. Nice, did it. What is his intention? What is his desire in light of him being a God that is all present, right? Catching up to somebody. Yep. They tricky. What does he want if he's a God that's always present? Well, one thing that I think is like, in terms of us like beginning to understand that God is always present, we think and we ask ourselves, if God was present, if God is here, like right now, like why does he let bad things happen? If God was there, why did he let this, like a car accident? Why did God let somebody I love get sick? Like if God is actually here with me on an individual personal level, why would he let something bad happen? And so what we talked about is that in our teaching is like we might think, but here's the thing: is the answer is God always present with us, so that he won't let anything bad happen? Is that why he's always present? Is that his desire to be with us so that no bad things happen? No, that's not his desire. Instead, his desire is something else, and it's very much what I experienced when I was down at Chile, right? Is that God's desire for us, his intention for us, in light of him being a God who is always present, is for us to access personal relationship with him. Now, there's this verse in Jeremiah that really highlights this. It's one of my favorite verses. It's called Jeremiah 29:11. And in Jeremiah 29:11, it talks about God. It says that he has a plans for a future for them, plans for a hope and a future, plans for them to prosper. But here's the thing. While he's saying this to them, something actually really bad is happening to them. They are in the midst of being carried off to exile. So they are like another country came and defeated them in war and now taking them captive. And so they're being led away from their homes. They've been defeated. It's a terrible situation, but God is saying this. And so let me pull up the verse for us. Get my Bible app out here. He says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." So it's like he's saying these things in the midst of them, like something bad happening and getting carried away. But his plans are, his intentions are for that. But here's the thing. He says in verse 12, "Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." And that is big, because what does God want in terms of us, in terms of him being always present? He wants us to seek him, and when we seek him, we will always find him. And so he's always there. So it's not just so that nothing bad happens, because we see in the story, like he's there, something bad happens. I'm gonna forget this one because I can't focus. Which hole am I going to fall into? His desire, though, is that even though something's bad is happening, he wants... I didn't want to guess that last one. He wants the people of Israel to seek him. And when they seek him with all their heart, what will happen? They find him. And that is what God wants from us right now. Like, he is always present. And so what does he want for you and for me to do? He wants us to seek him, to actually take advantage of that reality that he is always present and actually enter into a real relationship with him. Like even right now, I'm playing Roblox, but like the reality that God hears me, listens to me, is with me, is a reality that I want to choose to embrace. And so I want to begin to recognize and give thanks to God. Thanks to God for giving me the opportunity to play. Thanks for God for the things that I've experienced. Just recognizing that God is even the Lord over Roblox in this game, that God is the Lord over this YouTube stream right now, that, maybe one of you are watching or not. I can't tell. I don't know how many. We got one view. I think it's just you, Jesse, but maybe somebody else is going to watch it. And God, is in each of our lives. Oh, man, it's gone. And we get to, just like I was saying before, we get to practice the presence of God. Just like that book I was reading. The book, Practicing the Presence of God, is on this monk. Yeah, just you. And it's on this monk who, he thought, he needed to punish himself for the sin that he's committed in order to seek a relationship with God. And so he committed himself to be a monk. But what he realized is that God forgave him, and he has forgiveness of sin, and he gets to access the most wonderful thing in the world, a relationship with God. And so he begins to realize God is always accessible, and it counters his mind. He thought he was going to be punished to encounter God. But no, instead God is there, forgiving, loving, and readily accessible into a relationship with him. And so he begins to realize, even while he's washing dishes, even while he's doing, the most mundane, boring tasks, he can still be in connection with God. So why can't I just run over these ones? What is the difficulty in that? I don't understand it. Oh, but then I do something like that, and I just run straight through it. So, Jesse, for me, the reality is God is always accessible to us. And we, not just when we feel alone do we get to access him, but even when we're with other people, we can access a relationship with God. Hey, what's up? Number one right now, I'm the furthest person. Ain't nobody gonna catch me. I'm out here flying. Unless are you in here, Jesse? No, you lost your password. Get your password back, man. Get on Roblox. Get on Roblox with your boy. Sketch. I can run through these. So, Jesse, let's begin to seek the presence of God in our life, in the things that we do. When we go to the beach, when we're hanging out with friends, when we are playing Roblox, when we come to church, when we go to do something big for him, when we're doing something important in our lives. Let's seek the presence of God. So anyways, that was my teaching for this last weekend. Jesse, do you normally watch our Surge videos, our Surge weekend teachings? Because if you do, it's important for us to know, just so that we know we're making these videos for a reason. It's funny because we look at our statistics of our videos, right? Oh, looks cool up there. And we see that, typically 15 people watch the video or something like that. But then we can see at what point in time people are still watching the video. And it's pretty funny because, normally for, the surge part of the video, people watch that. But then as soon as it goes into the teaching time, all the viewership drops down. So maybe, 3 people who actually watch it. And so but Jesse, you're in 7th grade now, or are you in 7th grade now? I don't know, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen you. Oh, why can't I make it past this one, dude? I'm getting wrecked. But anyways, because of that, we wanted to change up how we do our videos a little bit. Oh, you watched the main service with your... Nice. You are a 7th grader, too. Have you been going to the junior high in-person stuff, or no, not really? I would understand if you're not, but... I don't know if I don't think I've seen you. Oh. You still wish you could be in Surge. It was the last time I think we talked. I remember that. Dude, I'm almost beating this. Almost beating the Among Us challenge. Yay. Ah. pretty cool. Social distance, just like we do. We did for our Surge outdoor. Gotta take my time. Gotta be patient. We brought back Rocket League. You remember when we had Rocket League with RC cars and like we created that little course with cardboard? We brought that back for this weekend, and actually for our Surge Outdoors. So we actually have like we bought 4 new RC cars, and they're a lot bigger, and they have like 90-minute battery life. And I found these massive cardboard boxes, so we created another Rocket League like course for them, and it's pretty sweet. The only difficulty is like the cardboard overlays on each other, so it got like a little difficult to like drive on. And I looked at your chat, looked back, and I was falling to my death. And yeah, it kept crashing in the cardboard, and it was kind of hard. They don't turn like super well. Is my only complaint about it. So instead, I think we'll probably do Rocket League one more week, but we'll try change up like the box a little bit. But then in the future, what I think we're gonna do, is this the end? We're gonna like actually build a race course that like you got to race through and stuff, and so it would be a time like a race between you and the other 4. Wow, I did that. I ran through all of that. I feel so completed. This is stage 80. I kind of want to yeet myself. I don't want this to end. Oh, what? It's disappearing. Whoa! You can't stop. Is it never ending? I don't understand. I don't want it to end. I want to go back. Oh, missed it. I want to land on that. 360 spin. What a maze. What time somebody took to create this land. Woo, I did it. Oh, you can move this swing. Can I make this like properly swing? Is this using real physics? Yeah, you should. Whoa, these physics are cool. Let's slide down this hat remover. What? What is that? I feel like I should be able to fly now. Oh, no. Oh, this is what's up. Yeah, Wednesday nights they have it going on for junior high, Jesse. It could be cool for you to see some of your friends. No. That's kind of fun running with the speed. Give me that speed. Spa, all right. Jesse, what was your favorite game? Oh, I just turned. Whoa. On Roblox. I need that. I don't want this. Take that off. Yes. All right. Give me 100 speed. Yeah. Oh. Ah! All right, 100 speed, and then we're gonna try and run backwards through this whole course and see if we can do that. I don't know what a lot of these things are. Seems so weird. No! Alright. Alright. I think we're ending our stream here shortly. It was a fun little opportunity. Oh, really? It was this one? Alright, I want to just as far as I can go! But thanks for tuning in, watching our stream, Jesse. Stoked to talk with you in our chat. Probably be doing this in the future, at least maybe once a week. Just hopping on here, playing some games. Do you play any games? What games do you play? If we were to play like some games with you, what would be a good game for us to play? It's too hard. Too hard. What other Roblox games are there out there? Obi. Escape Among Us, Parkour, Obi. That's what you meant by Obi. I don't really know what you meant. Other games. They're like racing games. Street Strikers. Looking at games right now. Right. What do you play Minecraft on? Are you playing on Xbox or are you playing on your PC? Alright, that's a different game I'm gonna hop into. I miss being able to run 100 miles an hour. Go with those guys. I can go clicking on them. I'm coming. You can play Minecraft on Nintendo Switch. That's cool. You ever play Rocket League? What is that? Oh, it's a race and I'm losing. Oh no! I'm down on the bottom already. Get out of my way. Oh, I've made a mistake. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh no! Am I done? Dang. I lost so quickly. Let's get in there again. Oh, man. Oh no. Blood. Oh, where did they go? so. Oh, that ladder! Only me. Sorry, guys, I didn't help at all. We're a team. All right, later, dude. See you, Jesse. Good playing with you. Oh! All right, guys, GG's out there. Good fun playing with everybody. That's it for our stream. Peace out. Till next time.